Hello everyone and welcome to another flight sim video. In this video, I'm going to be showcasing the newly recent updated FlyByWire mod, which is now 0.6.1. In the previous live stream, it was 0.6.0. So there are some new features that have been added, but there are some features you may have seen in the live stream I did a while ago. And let's get straight to it. So we're here at Nino Aquino International Airport, which is Romeo Papa Lima Lima, and of course the most appropriate livery that I have here is the Philippine Airlines Airbus A320neo. Of course, I have to be in the Philippine Airlines livery just to be, to be matching with the country that I'm flying in. I have no custom scenery for the airport because there is none as of now, so we'll just have to make do with the default. So, of course, when you start in the cockpit, it's all cold and dark. When we look around the cockpit, there are brand new textures that they have added in, like the chairs. They're more redefined textures, which is very nice. Oh, that's really lovely detail here. There's a little bit of wear and tear, which you don't get to see. Or that could be just possibly the lighting from the window. So there are some parts where they have the this grayish tint or this grayish color. Door is a dark gray color, and the overhead here, it's like a grayish greenish color. And if we go down to the center pedestals, a bluish blue tint to it. The center pedestal is a bit more grayish, and the center column, the textures have been redefined in the center column. Oh, and here we have a brand new feature. Well, actually, two new things they have added in. That's a coffee mug, I believe, so you can drink it if you want during flight. You can have coffee while you're flying in the Airbus. And then we have this tablet over here. That is really neat. So we have the dashboard, and I believe it shows flight data, but I don't know how to make it work. I don't know how to make it work. Oh, it works from SimBrief. Okay, I don't think I have SimBrief. Anyway, dispatch page. Oh, this is cool. It has the diagram of the aircraft. Oh, this is really cool. This is a refueling page. Oh, that is so cool. So if you want to change the fuel, like let's say we want about this much, and then it will. Oh, that is so neat. Can we try fast? Oh, that is so cool. Look at that. That is awesome. I'm not gonna do real time because that's gonna take a while. Wow, look at that. That's amazing. I don't think I'll be using this much. What else do we have in this tab? We have payload. Oh, that doesn't work. But this one is really cool. This page right here, the fuel page, that's really neat. The top of descent calculator. I may have seen this from several flight simmers out there. There are those who are actually real pilots in the Airbus. They have explained how this works, so I'll also try to explain how it works, because I've been also using this for a while now. So how this works is, I believe it reads your airspeed, your current airspeed, and then you can actually let it read your current altitude, and you set your target altitude. You're at 37,000 feet and you want to descend to, let's say, 7,000 feet. And then I think in the side of the screen it will indicate how far you need to go till your descent, or when you start your descent. If that's correct, I might have mixed up my explanation, but I tried my best, so excuse me on that. Company, oh, this requires sim brief. Yes, I do not have sim brief. Oh, this is cool. Yes, I have used this page before. Actually, this is a page I think most of the users on FS2020 will use with the FlyByWire mod, is that you can call ground services like let's try the jetway, and there you go. We have the jetway connecting to the plane. Nice. There you go. It's fully connected without the use of the ATC window. Look at that. How neat is that? That is pretty freaking amazing. And let's call the external ground power. See, calls it right away. And then the aircraft, excuse me. The vehicle connects to the aircraft. Oh, that's awesome. That's really neat. And yes, it also highlights what services are currently connected to your plane. So that's really cool. You don't have to use the ATC window anymore. You don't have to wait for so long for those radio calls between the ATC and you. So it definitely will speed up your time with the ground services there. So anyways, let's start up the plane now so we can check the battery. And it looks like the battery is now fully functioning. So the second one is 27.6 volts. The first one is 27.0 volts. Of course, I'll start the one that has the highest. And it looks like there are new sounds implemented into the mod. Oh, that's pretty cool. It sounds like the cabin is starting to initialize. So let's try the ground power. Let's see what happens. I'll shut up now. That is so cool. So we have, oh wow, that sounds amazing. So every time a power change happens, so like when I turned on the batteries there, it sounds like there are circuit breakers behind me changing over, and that's really cool. That's very realistic. And I think once I changed over to the external power, the sound became more what's this word, pronounced, because there's a lot of circuits in the back changing over to like the external power, which is that is really amazing. This is what it's like to hear the outside. Let's go. Oh, that is so cool. You can even hear the what's this? The air cooling for the onboard flight computers and stuff. That's really neat. And it sounds like it has a door that closes, so that's really cool. They've really done a lot of things on this update. So let's start the APU. as I moved to the rear of the aircraft, I think you may have heard that it was doing a self-test, and then it started to proceed with the startup. That is really cool. Let's see what the APU Bleed sounds like. That's cool. So not only you have the APU, you also have the APU Bleed running as well, and that can get pretty dang loud. So now we have the air conditioning running inside in the cabin. There. The air conditioning in the cabin is now running. Of course, the lights are redefined as when this mod was relatively new. Whoa! Look at this! So you can actually test all the lights in the cockpit to see if there's any broken lights or whatnot. That's really cool. I've never seen that before. That is amazing. I think people would just rarely touch that switch. If we look closer, 28.0 on both batteries, meaning they're fully charged, as that's what I know. Yes, of course you can test the you can test the fire, and it works, so that's all good. I didn't test it before I started the APU. That's my mistake. Not doing it the way it's supposed to be done, but I'm trying. This page does not work yet. I really am waiting for that to be implemented. So white lights, of course, when you start the plane, turning on the batteries and external power, you get the white lights that you're supposed to extinguish by, as per the checklist. Ground recorder control, does this work? Oh, it works! This section here, the recorder section, doesn't work in the previous version of the FlyByWire mod, but now it does. That's really cool. Signs. Oh, nice. The passenger signs now have like a 1 second delay there, so that's really good. I actually have discovered this page on accident. From what I saw in the previous version before this update, is that this page is like, it's like a dummy page. In my own words, I call it a dummy page because it actually, or it doesn't function properly. So let's see if it does work. So batteries off. Oh, it does work. Oh, it works. Look at that. Batteries are off. And then we turn them on. Yeah, it works. We have to check it. So 28 volts, 28 volts. Excuse me, 20 volts, sorry. Yeah, 20 volts on both. That's cool. We have fully working, fully functioning electrical systems now. That is good. Oh. So we'll go ahead and finally initialize. I don't want to, we're just gonna do a round flight, so I'm just gonna request for Manila. I pressed the wrong thing, sorry. Company message. Iris align in 2 minutes. It looks like you have to wait for the IRS to align for, I believe, 5 minutes. Here's our METAR. Few clouds 2,500, scattered 9,000, broken 30,000. Temperature is 33 degrees. Normal in the Philippines. The temperature is really hot in the Philippines. That's the weather there. QNH is 10.7. Yeah, no significant change. Remark, altimeter is 29.74. Yes, for those flights coming from the States. Oh, this is my favorite. This is my favorite feature of the mod. The freaking printer. Oh, look at that. I love that thing. I love it. I love the printer. I don't know why. I just like it. I think, you know, it's, I don't know why it's interesting to me, but it is interesting. So we're from Manila to Manila. You know, I don't want a long flight. I just want to make it quick as possible. I do not know how to do VOR approaches or RNAV approaches. I only know ILS approaches, sadly. Oh, one more thing, flight director. I've brightened the PFD and the ND. Okay, good. Everything's looking good. Oh, lock the door. And let's get ready. So we have our takeoff data, says enter revise, but I don't need to change anything. Alright. Okay, MCDU is on takeoff, yes. And then external power, disconnect. So we will disconnect that. So anything that's highlighted here, you can click them again to disconnect. And there he goes. Gotta make sure that he's in place so that when I'm, push back, there's nothing moving, getting in the way. Nice. Look at the tail. It's lit up by the logo lights, and looks like it looks like the lighting is more redefined. So they also updated the lights. Nice. All right. So let's also disconnect the jetway. Okay, and we have beacon lights on. Check the doors if they're closed. They are closed. My view. Okay, windows closed. Okay, we can call the truck. Okay, there we go. There we go. Whoops. It's lovely wing views. Yes, we have new wing views as well. And if you notice the lighting on the wing lights, they're also redefined. Nice. We got a lot of new wing views that gosh, what's it doing? There you go. So when you request pushback on the tablet, it would just connect to your aircraft until you command it to actually start pushing back. Wrong view. There we go. Oh, parking brake. On. There we go. See, now we're moving. And we can also control the pushback truck from the tablet. So, of course, I have to turn. Oh, maybe I'll turn my tail to the right, I believe. Let's give it a shot. Let's turn our tail to the right. Alright. So the pushback is done via the tablet, so you don't have to use the ATC window anymore. That, for me, that's really nice. Really useful. Look at that. I don't think I'm gonna line up properly. I hope it lines up properly. Yeah, I think you can command more, but I think that's as much as it could do. Ooh! Oh, it's pretty good though. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually pretty good. Okay, so we can just stop the pushback there. Or actually give it a little more and then stop. Hey! Not bad. I like that. Oh, that's pretty good. Alright, so let's start the engines. Oh, and of course, before we start the engines, I'll try my best to showcase the engine sounds from the outside and then the inside. So we're going to start. Let's do the checklist. I need to do the checklist. I can't help it. Ignition. There we go. And then I don't have to look down, so because I have the throttle quadrant from Thrustmaster. Not sponsored though. There you go. That's pretty neat. It sounds really like the General Electric engines from the Boeing 777. It's really reminiscent of that. Starting engine 1. So let's hear it from the inside this time. Oh boy! Whoa! It's quite loud. There you go! Successful engine start. You can actually reset the rudder trim, but I don't think I can showcase that in this video. There's too many things to do, or there's too many things that I don't think I can show in this vid, because this update's actually quite massive. And then we can disconnect the pushback truck. Okay, let's check the doors. The doors is closed and armed. Status is normal. Okay, ready to taxi. So I'll see you guys at the runway.